Following the show's first season finale, School Spirit Season 2 ending successfully raises the stakes by opening up more than one urging question. While this season of School Spirits explored Maddie's death twist, as the episodes went on, the main mystery became Janet and Mr. Martin's relationship and how it was connected to the school's complicated purgatory lore. While the third act does solve many plots, with the ghosts trapping Mr. Martin, Maddie going back to her body, and more than one character having the option to cross over, there were many unexpected turns. Simon's fate is uncertain and possibly connected to the bigger supernatural conspiracy happening at Split River. Additionally, Worley's ending could mean School Spirit Season 2 cast might not completely return in a potential Season 3. Not to mention that Xavier's ghost-seeing ability sets up the exploration of the hospital setting and a new character arc for Maddie. Fans might find reassurance that School Spirit saw a viewership increase on Paramount+, which could ensure the show comes back to answer its biggest mysteries and has a chance to say proper goodbye to all its characters. Is Simon dead in School Spirit Season 2's ending? Simon may be a victim of the ghosts thinning the veil between living and dead. Simon Christian Ventura School Spirits. What may be the biggest mystery of Season 2 is what Simon is doing in Mr. Martin's scar, and whether that means he is dead. Though creators have opted not to reveal his fate yet, they have commented on wanting to explore the cost, via US Magazine, of what he has sacrificed to save Maddie. Notably, Simon was the only person still inside the school when the lights started flashing red, as he was looking for Maddie. He walks inside Mr. Martin's bunker, but can't get out after that, which doesn't seem good for his character. Turns out Janet's hypothesis might have been true, and all the ghosts going inside their scars at the same time might have thinned the veil between the living and the dead. As creators explained, whatever happened to Simon has to do with a new expansion of the supernatural world. While this could mean he could still be alive but has entered the supernatural realm, it's more likely that Simon has suffered the consequences of the ghosts manipulating the scars. If he got separated from his body, there's no way it survived the whole night, meaning he might be a ghost now. Why were Mr. Martin and Janet experimenting on the school ghosts? Mr. Martin and Janet believed the scars could make the energy fence disappear. Mr. Martin Janet Jess Gabba School Spirits. Season 1 revealed Mr. Martin was studying the school ghosts, and Season 2 confirmed Janet was his lab partner. However, up until Episode 7, it was still unclear what their motivations were. As Janet explains, at first, they were just curious about understanding what triggered the scars and if they could be used to cross over. This led to the development of the support group, really a control group, through which Mr. Martin and Janet provoked the ghost's trauma, in an attempt to study it. After Dawn signaled how the electricity acted out every time a ghost went inside their hell room, Janet came up with the theory that their trauma fueled their scars. She hypothesized that, maybe if all ghosts activated their scars at the same time, the overload of energy might make the fence that's keeping them from leaving school disappear. While she never meant to force the ghosts to enter their scars, Mr. Martin thought it was necessary, in the name of science. Janet then volunteered to protect the ghosts, which is how she became a prisoner. Mr. Martin's secret explained why he lied about the fire. Mr. Martin made Janet believe she caused the fire because he felt guilty. Mr. Martin John Zuckerman, School Spirits 1. The truth about the fire that killed Janet and Mr. Martin finally explains what fuels their strange relationship. Cornered by the school spirits inside his scar, Mr. Martin confesses he lost everything when Janet's father complained about him to the school board. After he was fired, his fiancée left him, and he thought he'd get back at the school and explode their lab while he committed suicide. However, he changed his mind at the last minute, but that's when Janet, not knowing about the gas, came into the room testing flint torches, and the fire broke. Eugene Bergstrom was wrong in School Spirits. Mr. Martin didn't kill Janet intentionally, or was trying to court her. The fire was an accident, but one that was the teacher's fault. However, he made Janet believe it was her fault, as she had lit the flame. In this way, he had power over her, as her guilt made her obey his demands for decades. In reality, Mr. Martin was haunted by Janet, as his remorse at taking away her bright future is what keeps him from crossing over and fuels his scar. Why Janet didn't cross over in School Spirit Season 2's ending. Janet wants to help the ghosts understand what's going on at Split River High. Thinking she had killed her teacher, Janet believed she deserved to die and deserved to be punished by him. This, and knowing her father would have never let her go to university, is what kept her in purgatory. Once she understands she didn't deserve any of it, and stands up to Mr. Martin as the villain that forced them to suffer for their faults, her exit door opens. In a shocking twist, Janet decides not to cross over yet, as she has unfinished business. Actress Jess Gabba has spoken about Janet's decision in School Spirits, explaining it has to do with her larger character arc. Notably, the scientist in Janet wants to investigate what Mr. Martin said about the school being tied to all their deaths. But most of all, she stays because she wants to protect the ghosts and help them figure out a way out. Having been in Maddie's body, she recognizes she never had friends or family that had her back, but she can have the ghosts' backs now. Does Wally really cross over? Wally is ready to go, but creators hint he could still choose to stay. Though predictions signaled Rhonda as the most likely to cross over this season, viewers were quite shocked to see Wally's exit door open up instead. Creators have commented on the moment being a testament to how much work Wally has done on himself, via US Magazine, as he went from being a people pleaser in Season 1, to being able to vocalize his desire for Maddie to stay with him in purgatory. Wally encouraging Maddie to go back into her body shows how much he loves her, but also that he is ready to let go. In Season 1, Wally was stuck in the life he never got to live, and the things he never got to do. He wanted to keep being a football player to make his mom proud and wanted to fall in love. Though he got the latter, he knows it's not right, as Maddie has a life to live, and he doesn't. He comes to terms with this, as he sees her wanting to go back to her mom. Megan and Nate Trinru have spoken about Wally crossing over, and why it was left ambiguous on purpose. Why can't Maddie see her dead dad, but Xavier can? Xavier is connected to the hospital like Maddie is to the school. Another cliffhanger in School Spirit Season 2 ending is the revelation that Xavier can still see Maddie's dead dad. The revelation that Xavier saw the hospital ghosts came early in Season 2, and successfully expanded on the school spirit's ghost lore, confirming the show's plans to explore other haunted places. What's interesting is that Maddie can't see her dad, which could pave